Welcome to another episode of the Discovering the World podcast. I am Bartholomew, and you normally get greeted by me as your host. But this episode is the beginning of a new era. In this era, my co-host, Jasper, will be the host. So, I am going to allow her to introduce herself.
Welcome to this episode. I am your host, Jasper, and with me, Bo, is a guest for this episode.
That's right, this episode was in our plan since I received my mission call.
Due to recent events, we felt that our New Orleans Square episode would not be up to the quality you'd expect.
When I return, we will jump right into New Orleans Square.
Now, you all probably have a lot of questions, which is why we have this episode.
Remember when we had episode 6 where we introduced Jasper by interviewing her and then explaining where the podcast was going from there? Well, that's today's episode. Just instead of me becoming a new part of the podcast, I'm going away for a while. And I'll explain that later.
So, let's jump right in with the most important question of all. The same question you started me off with. What color is your toothbrush?
So, right now it's navy blue, but I have, for like the past 10 years, always had a pink toothbrush.
What made you change?
The fact that the dentist didn't have pink toothbrushes the last time I went. And it has always just been like a joke that I would have a pink toothbrush.
Yeah.
And at one point I did actually have 4.
Nice. Are we sure there's not psychological
I don't know why.
backgrounds to it?
But also I thought it was just really funny because a lot of interviews I would be asked, hey, what colors, like, just as an icebreaker, first question, what color's your toothbrush? And I always thought it was funny to have my answer be bright pink, hot pink, Barbie pink.
I think it always should be.
And so, yeah, I'm probably going to go back to bright pink when I get back from my mission so that, you know.
Or your entire mission, just keep it.
Yeah.
Alright. What is your favorite Disneyland ride and why?
So I've gone through a few different Disneyland rides, mainly because the one that is my favorite now, I used to be afraid of. And that is the Haunted Mansion. But once I started getting into like the history of Disneyland, I switched into the Haunted Mansion being my favorite. And it's just, there's so much history in it. And when we actually do get into doing our New Orleans Square episode, I will bring in so much of my history knowledge behind the Haunted Mansion and behind like why it is my favorite attraction. And it's just there, you see so much that you didn't see previously every single time that you ride it, and it's amazing.
I love. That's my that yeah.
Okay.
All right. What is your dream vacation?
Okay, so I actually have 2 for this one, and they could be like the same vacation, but 2. So the first one is actually like my dream. It was like my dream mission location for a long time, but it's actually Zermatt, Switzerland, and that is where Walt Disney went to on a trip with Lillian, and he saw the Matterhorn, and he like immediately went and grabbed a postcard and on the back scribbled "make this" and sent it back to his Imagineers, and that's how we got like the first tubular roller coaster, which is like roller coasters with tubes as the rails. And so I would want to go there just because it is beautiful, and I've wanted to go there for a really long time. And then the second place that I would want to visit is Paris Disneyland, and that was designed in mind for it to be the most beautiful Disney park. And so just looking at it in pictures and in history, it is just beautiful. And so I want to go and I want to see it in person. And it does have the attraction that inspired my first unfinished book idea that I also do want to finish at some point, but that is the Phantom's Manor, and it is amazing, and it is a version of the Haunted Mansion it has a more developed, because the Haunted Mansion doesn't have an official storyline, but the Phantom's Manor does, and they don't like tell it, but it does have a official storyline, somewhat.
Oh, I love. All right. What is your favorite treat from Disneyland?
Okay, so um, my favorite thing to get is at the mint julep bar is to get a mint julep and a 6 pack of Mickey beignets, and you got to get them together and eat them, and you got to get the meal plan for Fantasmic and sit front row and just sit there for an hour and a half and eat those.
Oh, 100%.
Because
what else are you supposed to do?
like you have to like get there really first and get the front row. But yeah, we did that, and but yeah, my favorite treat is the mint julep. Yeah, the beignets are really good, but the mint julep beats it every time.
Of course it does. All right, what is your favorite song?
We were listening to it on the way up to our recording location for tonight, but it was Feed Birds. It was Walt Disney's favorite song, and I didn't know that up until after I actually claimed it as my favorite song. But it is my favorite song. There are just so many different iterations of it that I've listened to, and I just love it. Yeah.
Such a good song. All right, what's your favorite musical?
Phantom of the Opera, all the way.
All right, next.
And I have been in it.
Oh my God. I need to go do that Phantom experience in New York.
Yes, and you need to tell me about it,
even
though it will be in like a really long email on my mission.
All right, tell us about your hobbies.
Okay, so I'm gonna legit repeat word for word what you said. I collect hobbies like Infinity Stones, and
I gave him that saying, by the way.
And so I write, I sing, I do music, I play games, I write music, I like pretty much anything that you come up with, I've probably tried it. Except for sports. Haven't tried those. Probably will never because they are disgusting, and that's my opinion. They look disgusting. They're sweaty, and that's icky to me. So I said no. Um, but yeah. So I have lots of hobbies. And if you like any of them, you can ask me about them, and I can tell you more about what I've done with said hobbies, and that is emailable.
All right.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by the Yellow Tab Company,
keeping you safe since 1995.
Welcome to the Life Update. I'm gonna have Bo go first since it's his last one for a while.
So, since last episode, goodness, when was last episode? I had my mission farewell, and I said goodbye to a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, you've been to the temple a lot.
I have been to the temple 4 times, twice in one day, though I also went twice in one day the week before that, but it was once to do baptisms and once to do an endowment. And that was, who knows, maybe I'll do it again.
I think you should.
I should just, stack up.
Over and
over again. And see how many times I can go in one day. They probably would stop me at one point and be like, yo, dude, you've gone too many times. We aren't letting you. But yeah, and then today was my brother's birthday and a few other things, and I'll let you talk about that. But yeah, I start home MTC on Wednesday, which is the 5th, and then I go to Provo on the 12th, and then I'm in Missouri on the 25th.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm there for 2 years.
A long time.
Long time.
Life update. A lot has happened. A lot of major changes to life and things. I've had family traveling kind of back and forth. I've loved seeing them. And life's just been kind of a whirlwind, but honestly, it's been alright. I'm preparing to audition for Frozen at Center Point. And yeah, that's about it.
And that concludes the Life Update. basically to re-explain or reiterate my 2-year absence. So beginning on Wednesday, which is the 5th, I will begin 2 years serving as a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And basically what that is I will be preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ to uh, the people of Missouri, or Kansas City, Missouri. I should, specify, because it's not all of Missouri. we're not going to all of Missouri. Um, and they're going to pair me up with a companion from who knows where. As of right now, my companion's from Glendale, Utah, and that's probably just for my missionary training stay. Then after my missionary training, I'm in Missouri doing what I've been taught. I'll be paired with a new companion, and I'll be with them for a period of time, which is called a transfer. And it's harder to explain before I'm doing it, because I can explain it more with like question and answer sort of thing. But frequently asked questions. I'm basically going to be answering people's questions about the church, and hopefully helping people to join the church or bring them towards the church. And yeah, just for 2 years, and so I'll be back in 2028. And yeah, but yeah, this is my last episode for 2 years. Weird. Your turn.
All right.
Yeah. So
well,
Jasper's going to tell us how the podcast is going to go until I get back in 2028.
So a while ago, there was a book called Working by Stud Terkel, and he made this entire book based off of asking people 2 questions. What do you do for a living, and how do you feel about it? And my dad told me about this book, and I was like, I kind of want to use that format in our podcast episode. So that will basically be the 2 segments of the podcast. Like, what do you do for a living? And I'll talk to anybody, whether a doctor, a lawyer, or a janitor, a Chick-fil-A worker. I don't care what you do. I just want to hear about it. And then the second part will be, how do you feel about it? What are parts of your job that we don't get to hear about or we don't see from the outside? And yeah, there's also a special secret part of that second segment that you'll have to see for yourself what it is when we do the podcast. And I kind of want to turn this into a whole podcast for the generation moving into the workforce, who want to do all these jobs but may not fully understand what these jobs entail. And I hope this podcast can kind of shed light on what it's about.
Yeah. And this was actually kind of what I wanted the podcast to be originally. Just with the, amount of things that came at me with a senior year, I didn't have the resources or the time that I needed to be able to do that. So it is going to be a new format, but it's still going to be the same podcast that you know and love, with the same logo, some of the same music, and one of the same hosts. Then I'll return in 2 years, and we'll pick right back up where we left off with some of our returning series. We'll start right back off right at New Orleans Square, and I'm really excited to see where this new format goes, and I can't wait to start using it. And we'll actually go every other week doing this, and we'll probably do it more often, and because I really like this.
Well, that's really all we had to talk about this time around.
Check us out on Instagram at Discovering the World Pod.
Join me soon for the first episode of the new format.
And I can't wait to tell you all about my adventures in Kansas City, Missouri in 2028. I will see you all then, and if you would like to contact me, well, that's available on my Instagram.
Bye.
Bye.